I'm going to show you real quick how to sharpen fillet knives. These are my two current favorite fillet knives. They're made by Sword. It's a smaller company. They're fairly new to the market, but they're awesome knives. They hold an edge and they're really easy to sharpen on my InstaSharp knife sharpener. And I like my knives to be sharp enough that you can shave your arm with it when they're done. So I'll demonstrate real quick and then we'll go fillet some fish. All right, the first step when you're sharpening the knife on the InstaSharp knife sharpener is you're going to determine what angle you want to keep. With fillet knives, I like to run a 15-degree angle. It makes the edge a little bit finer and sharper and better for filleting and slicing. So we're going to go ahead and pull it through the 15-degree carbide blades and shape the edge of the knife. It's already pretty sharp after that. Now we're going to finish it off by honing it on the honing wheel. I'm going to press the power button, let it get up to speed, and we're going to probably do about 10 passes. Just nice, light, steady pressure, steady speed. The angle is almost perpendicular to the honing wheel. Ooh, that's pretty sharp. Let's see if it'll shave. Yep, it shaves. Let's sharpen the 8-inch flex fillet knife from Sword. I'm going to do the same thing. Pull it through the 15-degree blade angle. About 6 pulls. It's already pretty sharp. Now turn it on. Wait till it comes up to speed, and we're going to run it over the honing wheel. Nice, steady pressure and steady speed. You don't have to press very hard. All this is doing is taking the burr off the edge of the knife, and it's going to hone it until it's razor sharp so you can shave with it. You can shave hair with it. You can definitely fillet fish or cut vegetables or meat or whatever else you need a knife for. The nice thing about this InstaSharp knife sharpener is that it's very easy to use and it's fast. That's why I invented it, because I wanted a solution to sharpen knives quickly and easily, because nobody wants to spend all day sharpening their knife. It's very sharp. Let's do the shave test. Show you guys. Yep, it shaves. All right, we're gonna fillet this nice mutton snapper that I caught the other day in the Bahamas. I'm gonna use a 7-inch Sword flex fillet knife. These are my favorite knives right now. They have great, perfect flex to them. I love the shape. They hold an edge great and they're easy to sharpen. So that's all the boxes are checked. That's why I like them. All right, we're gonna start by piercing right behind the mutton's head, slicing towards his head. Okay, spin the knife, run it down the back, follow the spine, come out down there. You're going to press down with your left hand, and with your right hand and the knife, you're going to find the spine, press down and run it along the spine, all the way up towards its head. Stick your thumb in there. And you're going to fillet all the way to the center of the spine. You can see the spine right here. Now, you're going to go over the spine at the bottom. Okay. Now the bottom half of the fillet is separated from the fish. You're going to come up here to the top. You're going to run your knife down through the belly of the fish. Don't press too hard at the bottom because you'll cut into the stomach and then you'll get stomach contents all over the fillet. Come back here. There's these pin bones that hold the fillet on here up the top. You can slice through them. There's a little bit of pressure, and then you're going to ride the rib cage down. That's it. First fillet is off. I'm going to set this skin side up over here so that you don't get fresh water on the meat. Very important. Never hose your fillets off with fresh water. It ruins them. It's called the dry process. So you basically put the skin side down on the table, and then once we get the other fillet off, we're going to do meat to meat, and then we'll go ahead and skin them and remove the pin bones out of the middle. Same process over on this side. Start it towards the top of the head. You're going to run your knife down the entire body of the fish, spin it around, push up towards the head, following the spine. Clean our knife off a little bit. Use your thumb to separate the fillet, to pull the fillet back a little bit so you can get in there and see it. You're going to fillet down towards the spine, all the way through the other side. I'm going to have to come up here and cut a little bit. You have these pin bones again. I'm going to separate the pin bones, and we're going to ride the rib cage down. The second fillet is done. That scale off of there. We put them meat side together so that the meat never touches the table. You don't want any water, bacteria, or any dirt to get on them. So next I'm going to show you guys how to skin it. Okay, we're at the skinning portion of the filleting. The most important part is to get all the contaminants and water off the table, because you don't want that meat to touch anything. So I just rinse the table off. I'm going to use my squeegee all the water off. It'll give me a nice, clean, dry surface on my fillet table so that any meat does not touch the table. I'm going to place this fillet skin side down. I got my 8-inch flexible fillet knife from Sword. It's nice and flexy, that way you can run the knife down the skin and it gets super close to the skin. You don't waste much meat. In the center of this fillet, you'll see there's some pin bones there. You can't really see them on camera, but if you run your finger down, it follows the bloodline. It goes about halfway down the fillet. You want to get rid of those. So I do a triangle on the back, kind of run my knife down that bloodline on the top side. Make a triangle, intersect the cut, run your knife down the center all the way through. And now you're going to start back here, kind of make a cut down, and then turn your knife parallel with the fillet, and you're going to do almost like a sawing motion, slight downward pressure. Pull your knife through the fillet. That little pin bone section will be removed, and you're left with a nice, beautiful, clean fillet. We'll clean it up a little bit. Remove these pieces on there, and we got one nice mutton snapper fillet.